Hey everybody, welcome back to Awesome Build, where today we're going to be making Dr. Poison's mask from Wonder Woman. Now when I saw the trailer for the film, I saw the mask and I was like, oh, that'll be a great build. And I know that Doug's going to be doing a review coming up, so he said that that's probably something that he's going to need in the review, but he hasn't seen it yet and hasn't written the script, so we never quite know what he's going to want and what he's going to need. But he did say that that was probably something to think about if I had the time to do it before he wrote the script and got everything ready. But even when I saw the trailer, I thought that that would be a pretty easy build to do. I could just go to a Halloween store or a costume shop or something like that. I could just find a cheap mask, kind of like the one that we used for Shyamalan character that Malcolm plays and stuff like that. And then I could just take that, alter it a little bit, cut out the pieces, because it's just mostly pieces and stuff like that, and glue them to an actor's face. So that's basically what I did. I went to Party City and I got one of these cheap masks. It's similar to the one that we used for Shyamalan, but it's a little cheaper. It was the only one that they had. I mean, they had them in different colors, but it's a little broader along the face and a little less articulated. It's a little simpler. You could use this, however, for me, it's a little too simple of a mask. I wanted to do something a little closer to the film, and I happen to have this Halloween mask that I purchased this past October, and was going to use it for another project. I thought it was just like a cool mask. It was really cheap. I think I got it maybe at like a Walgreens or something like that for like $5. It's a little bit more durable plastic than this. This is really flimsy. This is a little bit more rigid. And it's got some really great articulation and kind of a cool paint job, actually. I don't know, it's a neat looking mask. It's kind of spooky looking. But actually, I think it looks a lot more like the mask in the film once you break it into its components. The mask in the movie has very, like the lips are very prominent, and there are the cheekbone elements and stuff like that are more prominent. There's deeper lines and stuff like that and grooves in the face. So I think that actually this mask would work perfectly. This should be actually a really simple build. All we're really going to need to do is map out on this mask all of the places where we're going to make our cuts based on I have an image, whatever, from the movie. I'll probably pull up a few more images after I pick that one up off the floor. And then cutting it out, and I think it's a thin enough plastic. I could do it probably with some shop shears or even just a knife. You could use a rotary tool, but I don't know if it's necessary. You could, it's a thin enough plastic where I think I could easily cut it with a pair of scissors. Then I might use a rotary tool just to clean up the edges and stuff like that and round them off a little bit, because some of the edges where the lines and stuff like that meet on the character's mask in the movie, it's a bit more rounded, and there's a bit of a gap there so that she can speak and move her mouth and face a little bit and articulate a little bit more. So yeah, we're just gonna get started. I'm just gonna map out the lines on here, and then we'll just get cutting and shaping and painting, and it should be pretty easy. All right, so I made my lines. I'm I'm pretty happy with where they're at. I had to open it up a little bit on the side there. It was a little short. I think it's a little bit more around the cheekbone, so I made another line there. And area like around the nose and stuff like that. I kind of saw from another picture that kind of follows around the nose and then comes down a little bit and then over. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Start cutting and we'll see how it all comes out. So all the pieces are sanded and ready for painting, and I'm going to use Krylon. I'm going to give it a base coat of a flat white, and then it's got to look kind of like a flesh color, and I've got this satin almond color. I think that'll work pretty good. It's what I have, so that's what I'm going to use. It's pretty close, I think, kind of to a flesh tone. I'm also going to then, once it dries, do a bit of a wash inside some of the creases and stuff like that to kind of make those a little darker and then make the other elements pop. And the lips do have almost a pinkish kind of hue to them, so I'm going to very lightly kind of give those a light wash with a little bit of like a pink or a peach kind of color. So probably just using some acrylics that I have lying around. So yeah, was going to give it a base coat, and yeah, then we'll go from there. All right, so that's about it. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I think it's gonna look pretty good on film. We'll just have to wait and see when Heather comes in and I can apply it all and see how it looks. But I'm gonna have to make some modifications here and there, but I think actually overall it's gonna look pretty good, pretty close. And I'm just gonna apply it using some basically toupee tape. It's men's grooming tape. I use it all the time to apply different facial appliances and stuff like that. It's great if you have to apply something really quickly and you don't have time to mess around with spirit gum and stuff like that, which is often the case when we're filming here for Nostalgia Critic or something like that. So I think they'll be pretty easy. I can put the tape on there and apply it, and it'll be easy to put on and remove and stay on without a lot of X. So that's about it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like I said, this was a pretty fast, fun, cheap way to make Dr. Poison's mask, using a cheap mask. Like I said, you could have used something like this if you'd like. It doesn't have quite the contours and everything that this mask had. If you could find a mask like this, or one that's a little bit more highly detailed and has some deeper cuts and stuff like that in the face and in the nose and everything, that would give you a little bit more of that contour and some of the cool shadows and stuff like that that her mask actually has. That's great. But it's a fun, fast, cheap, easy way to make your Dr. Poison costume. So once again, thanks so much guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.